Hi everyone, my name's Chloe Morello and I'm the beauty editor for Missy Confidential. Today I'm going to show you how to get this very easy and on-trend look as seen on the likes of Cara Delevingne, who, as you probably know, is the it girl at the moment. I'm going to show you some great tips on how to thicken out the brows, as well as show you exactly how I got the rest of this makeup, so I hope you enjoy. To start out, I'm going to buff some powder foundation into the skin. So I've got some in the cap and I'm going to apply that with a densely packed kabuki brush in circular motions. Now I've decided to move on to eyebrows next. Cara's signature look is her eyebrows. She is famous for them. Now my eyebrows naturally are on the thinner side with a very obvious arch. Cara's seem to be a bit longer and thicker, so what I'm actually going to do, using a brow powder and double-ended eyebrow brush, I'm going to very lightly, with the lightest colour, etch out the shape of my eyebrows, focusing on thickening up this area here, which is the arch. So I'll be lowering that down a little bit and slightly lifting this upper half here, trying to keep them more thick and not tapering out like they do now. Taking some of the lighter shade, and I'm just going to start here at the lowest part of my brow, using very light short strokes. I'm barely touching the skin and I'm brushing up to move the powder up the same direction that my hair grows at the head of my brow here. Now, as I explained before, once I move toward my arch, because my arch is quite high, I'm actually going to use tiny little strokes to drag it down slightly. And then here at the top, I'm going to lift it a little bit. Also here at the end of the brow, I'm going to try and thicken up the end of my brow, or the tail, and I'm lifting up the hairs there. Now that I'm completely finished with applying the powder, I've changed the shape of the brows. Now I'm going to take a little eyebrow pencil and I'm just going to use this to deepen it up a little bit, and I'm trying to mimic the shape of hairs within the brow. Add some more texture. And again, I'm using very short strokes and going with the grain of hair. So now a bit more texture has been added to the brows, and using a brow gel, I'm going to set them. Now the idea here, I'm actually going to use upward strokes so that the hairs sort of peek out above the perimeter of what I've just drawn on. This is going to make it look a bit more natural, that you can actually see the hairs. Makes the hairs more defined, but also keeps them in place. Now I really feel like I've got the foundations for my makeup actually there. Now I can move on to the look. Before applying eyeshadow, I'm going to prime the eyelids. This ensures that the eyeshadow is going to stick to the eye, stay for much longer, and doesn't crease. Now it's a very simple eye look, very on trend, just a hazed out eyeshadow in a brown shade all throughout the eye and then about halfway under the eye, and then on the inner corner we've just got a little highlight to make the area pop. I'm going to use a mixture of these two colours. There's a cool brown and then a lighter brown. I'm going to mix them just on the brush, place it on the lid and just use small patting motions to apply that all over. Now I'm really using the flat side of this brush to blend it up above my socket, just to make sure there's no harsh lines. Take a bit more shadow on the very edge of the brush and use that under the eye. And for the highlight shade, I'm going to take a light shimmery colour and just apply that to the inner corner of the eye and blend it into the brown. So the eyeshadows are now placed, and I've got a little bit of foundation here and I've got a smaller brush. And I'm going to use this as a concealer, and I'm applying more of the foundation just to clean up any areas where some of the brown may have fallen down or is in areas that we don't want it to be. Now I'm going to apply mascara to top and bottom lashes. Now Cara is definitely wearing false eyelashes, and I actually have these eyelashes which I think look exactly the same as the ones that she's wearing. So now the eyelashes are ready to be placed. There's glue on them and it's been sitting there for maybe 20 seconds so that it's not wet. And I'm going to lower them onto my eyelid and then take the inner corner in place and the outer corner in place. Now the eyelashes are placed, and as you can see, they make a lot of difference. Now for blush, I'm going for a natural colour. Using a blush brush, I'm just going to sweep that across the apples of my cheeks to give a natural flush. I chose this colour because it doesn't have any shimmer in it, and that's going to provide the most natural look. Now onto the lips, I'm actually going to use purely a lip pencil to actually colour in the entire lip area. And I'm going to use this to line my lips and then colour them in. Then I'm going to use the warmth of my finger to blend that in. And as you can see, that just gives you a natural and pretty English rose look. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to sign up to Missy Confidential's newsletter, like their Facebook page, follow them on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest in shopping, beauty and style. All the information will be in the description box. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.